Minions, Princess Sarissa back, and when we last left off, the king had just, King of Walse here just found out that a meteorite crashed near the tower. So he ran off with his guards to go investigate the tower, which gives us free reign to go through his castle and loot it, and steal some treasure. Woohoo! Unfortunately, we won't be able to get all the treasure in here right now, because one piece of the treasure in the basement is really hard, guarded by a hard monster, so we won't be able to get that. And the other treasure, it's actually a summon. We're not strong enough to take that summon yet, so. Shiva was sealed up by the crystal's pure water. But don't believe me, just take a look in this book. But we can't look at any books. But Shiva is the summon that we can get. But, like some previous Final Fantasy games, you can't get the summon without defeating the monster who you summoned first. It's kind of like a test. You know, they're like, are you worthy to wield my power? You have to defeat me in combat. So, yep, but we're not strong enough to defeat Shiva yet, so, a little bit later. Anyway, that one scholar mentioned that the ancient library to the west, so that's something we're gonna have to go much later in the game. Listen up good, if you ever run into a monster called Jackanapes, you're up the creek. And that's the monster that guards the treasure in the basement. Far too tough for us right now, so we're not gonna bother with it. Legend has that the ice esper Shiva is sealed somewhere in the palace. And I'll kind of show you where that's at, but we're not gonna go find that ice esper yet. But we are gonna get some treasure here, and that's all the treasure that we're gonna get for now in the castle. But we'll still explore the castle. I'll point some different things out. So okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if I got the phoenix down or not, but yeah, I got it. Don't want to miss any treasure, minions. So we're basically done on this side. Now we're gonna head head to the other side. The meteorite just landed in the Tower of Walse. Okay, let's head on down here, down to the basement. Up to the north, east there, upper right, that's where the castle, the Jackanapes is, the basement. We're not gonna go there. We're just gonna go out this door here and take a roundabout way. And from here you can see you can get into the moat of the castle. And if you head north, you get to this waterfall, and that waterfall is where Shiva is. So we'll be coming back here later when we're a little stronger, have more better magic. And went up the wrong stairs. I was meant to go talk with this guy. The jail below is full of depraved, despicable people. So, scrolled a little too fast there. And here's the dungeon. To talk with people, just head to the bars and talk with them. Hey, help a brother out. How about you open the door? Schmucks, I'll remember this. And I'm the famed pickpocket lone wolf. And then he asks you to free him too. This guy's the only one who doesn't ask you to free him. Even a kind king punishes misdeeds. Sigh. If you, there's a cave much later in the game. If you release those people, they will steal the treasure in this cave. So you won't be able to get the treasure. So, well, don't do it. And here we can step on a secret tile. And once again, it takes us outside to the moat of the castle. But there's nothing on this way, so no point in going this way. So we're just gonna sneak back out. And we're gonna head back up. Talk with the man on the left, the guard on the left, see what he has to say. A meteorite just landed near the Tower of Water. So, yep. So, the king headed to the meteorite. So, hey, the king headed to the meteorite, so I guess we should head to the meteorite site too. So, we're gonna hop on our Hear You. Just checking out my magic here. So, we got those time magics there, but we won't be able to use any of that time magic yet, because we just got it in preparation for our next job class, the Time Mage. We'll be getting that by the end of the episode. So let's hop on our Hear You dragon, and head north and then west a little bit. And there's the meteorite, but nothing we can do right there, right? But we can go to this tower. So we want to, of course, obviously save our game, because we want to do that just in case something bad goes on in this dungeon. Garula suddenly went berserk and stormed this crystal room. And the Garulas never tried to attack anyone before. It took us by surprise. Uh-oh. So it sounds like something evil's possessed the Garula. This is a short dungeon. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of farming because there's a few enemies that we want to meet in here. So, short little dungeon. Just I think 10 floors, and they're all little small, tiny floors like this. So, pretty easy. Oh, there's the king. Garula's upstairs. Please save the crystal. We can hop into the water here, climb this vine. Takes us to our first treasure right here, a silk robe. And silk robe is just a minor defensive increase from the cotton robe. So we'll give it to Lena. She's in the front of the party, so I'm not sure what the targeting algorithm is for this game, but most games always who's ever in the front thing gets hit most, so we'll increase Lena's defense the most. Another treasure here, Maiden's Kiss. There was an enemy in here called the Ice Frog, and if you run into them by themselves, they'll cast this spell on you. It's a blue mage spell, Frog Song, and it turns you into a toad, so, but you don't want to leave them by themselves, or else they'll try to toad you. If you have a blue mage in your party, you can learn that blue mage spell from them, though, so. But here's the first of our enemies that we want to meet in here, the Wyvern. So no elemental weaknesses. These actually are probably the hardest enemy in this thing, because they have like the that breath wing that the first boss, the Ring Raptor, had. So they can hurt your whole party. So try to take care of them as quick as possible. But oh, he's still gonna get the breath wing off us. So, but we filled up our inventory with a whole bunch of potions, so we'll be able to heal up after these battles, after the different battles that we run into. So. And there we go, we took care of that monster, and now we just gotta look for some more monsters. So, yep, this tower is not going to be around forever, minions, so you want to farm the monsters now while you can't. And here we have another room with some vines, so we're going to climb up them. The middle one just takes you to a dead end, the left takes you to the treasure, so we're going to take that one first. We're going to hit in here. What do we got? We got a silver ring. It's an accessory slot. Just increases your defense. So we'll give that to Faris. She's the only one who doesn't have a accessory yet. So, and now you can go up the vine on the right. And that'll take you up to the 9th floor, the last floor before the crystal floor. But we want to, farm some enemies here first. So let's start looking for some enemies. And here we got another new enemy, the Rickard Mage. What if it relates to Rickard from Final Fantasy II? And these guys ain't too bad. No elemental weaknesses, but they only have 100 hit points, so Lena can take them out by herself, and it'll take 2 castings of any magic spell for the other 2 characters. So not much of a problem. As you can see, they can put you to sleep, but otherwise not too dangerous. One thing though with these guys is they can drop a fire rod, and I actually get lucky and actually get one of those fire rods. Like the ice rod, it's an elemental rod. You can break it to cast fire 3, or you can just give it to one of your mages, and that'll boost the strength of their fire spells. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna give that to Whiskers here. Now he will have a flame rod. Now all we need is to get a lightning rod, and we'll have one of each elemental rods for our characters. So we're gonna do some more farming here, walking around. We're gonna have to, of course, I'll edit out some battles here because I'm sure I'm gonna run into some battles of monsters I already met. But we're gonna get all the monsters that we need to find in this area, minions. Don't you worry. So. Black Mage is good for this area because a lot of the monsters in here do have elemental weaknesses, so they'll fall down real easy. And here's that toad monster. I said ice toad, but it meant elf toad. But it is weak against ice, speaking of ice. So like I said, if they're solo by themselves, they'll cast a frog song on you, and the frog song turns your characters into toads. Heal that with the Maiden's Kiss. Like I said, if you have a blue mage, you might want to get that. the blue mage, if you get that frog, if you have a blue mage in your party and you get that frog song, you could actually use that frog song on the boss up here, the Garrula, much later, and that makes the battle much easier. But here's another new enemy for us, the Paste-Soul. Weak against lightning, so 2 lightning strikes, take it out. Nothing important, you know, so pretty easy living. So I'm gonna take him out, and now we just got one more enemy to really look for. So one more enemy to farm, and it's not here, and it's not gonna be down here either. It's actually up toward the top of the tower, so I'm gonna head up to the tower. We have a better chance of running into it and up at the tower, so that's what I'm gonna do. Mainly just run into wyverns and those Paste-Souls around this area, so gonna get a little tired of trying to farm the enemy down here, and I'm gonna try my luck up in the upper portion of the tower where it's more common for us to run into this enemy. So we could use a tent here, but I have good enough magic points to take care of the boss, so don't think it's necessary. I'm gonna head up here, and once we get to that 3-vine room, now we're gonna have to take the vine on the right. And that'll lead us to our final treasure and the crystal room. So we'll get our last treasure here, an ether, good for restoring magic points. And we're going to run into our final enemy, the Ice Soldier. Obviously, Ice Soldier is going to be weak against fire. So, Whiskers with his increased fire spell will be really good. But as you saw right there, even without the fire rod to boost damage, Faust was able to take it out. But, yep, it did about an extra 100 damage. Faust did about 190 with her fire spell, and as you saw, Whiskers did about 290, so yeah, you definitely see how equipping those elemental rods boosts the elemental properties of the element that you have. And here we have that Knight. Knight, they're controlling you, aren't they? Well, I won't let you destroy the crystal. And uh-oh, here it comes! And here we have the boss, the Garrula. He doesn't have his weakness to everything now, so it's going to be a little bit harder. The problem with this guy is he hits pretty hard. The one thing that he has a rush attack, I think it's called rush, and that's the worst attack because that does it inflicts the sap status on you, which means that you'll lose hit points even as you're like fighting. So it's kind of like a poison status. You slowly lose hit points. So we're gonna have to want to keep up on healing. It's a boss, so we gain no experience, no gold, but we do want to have everybody alive for the end of the battle because bosses tend to give good ability points. Now, if you have a blue mage, you can cast that frog spell on this guy, and that will make him, that will turn him into a frog, and then he'll be easy to take out. Another thing is, if you have a freelancer class, which is your base class with no jobs, you could equip the whip that we got from Magissa, and that paralyzes the Garrula. So once he's paralyzed, obviously he's easy pickings. So you just keep whipping him and paralyzing him, and then he won't be able to attack you. Another way to easily deal with it is if you have a knight. One of the knight's command is called defend, and what that does is it reduces all physical damage done to the knight to 0. And the knight also comes with a skill called cover, where he covers characters that are low on hit points. So if you go into battle, say, with one knight, and everybody else in critical hit points, so they're like kneeling down, and then just use the defend command with the knight will jump in and intercept all of Garrula's attacks, which are all physical, and defend against them, reducing them to 0. So then the other characters, even though they're in low hit point status, they'll never get hurt because the knight's tanking all the damage from them. So that's another way you can deal with this guy if you have like a knight class. So those are kind of the big ways you can deal with this guy. So, but we're just gonna have to just hit him with a bunch of spells. So, and unfortunately here, see that sap? It took Whiskers down, even though it took him down before we were able to heal him. So, yeah, we're gonna run through a bunch of Phoenix Downs here, but like I said, it's important that we try to keep all our characters alive because we want those ability points to help us with our classes. So, ouch. Yeah, even though we're in the back row, we're still taking a lot of damage. So imagine if you were in the front row, we were taking close to like 100 damage per hit here. So, and we finally took him out, and everybody's gaining a job level, which is just as good because we're about to change our jobs according to the rules of the 4-job Fiesta. Now that we're going to unlock our water crystal job, we're going to have one person at the water crystal job at all times. So, and that's going to be, you know, the Time Mage. And the Time Mage doesn't have a lot of offensive spells. So what we're going to have to do is equip the ability, the Black Magic, to help him still be able to deal damage. And this knight, he just gets up, he walks over and blocks. He falls over here and blocks us from leaving that stairway. Ugh, Lord Galuf. Lord Galuf? Me? You know who I am?
Lord Galuf couldn't protect it. Forgive.
Uh-oh. Hey, stay with me, man. Please tell me who I am.
Fire crystal, protect.
Ugh. Oh no. I think that knight is dead. And he wasn't able to help us. Oh no. Man, this is dangerous. This journey's getting really dangerous. The crystal fragments are glowing. Are they going to give us their power too? Yep. So now we just have to pick up all the crystals. The Time Mage, that's the one we're going to get. The Mystic, it's a fighting class like a knight, but what it does is it casts spells on its sword. So, like if you're fighting an enemy weak against fire, it casts fire on its sword, and then it has a fire sword. So it's kind of like a knight class, but a knight class that can attack elemental weaknesses. And then there's other spells you can put on. You can put like mute or sleep on the sword. So, you know, your sword basically will have, you know, magical properties. Now, there's a crystal shard there that we can't get to. We won't be able to get to that crystal until much, much later in the game. That's a secret job class, the final secret job. It's the mimic job. So we'll end up getting that crystal, but we won't be able to use that job because it's not one of our assigned jobs. And hey, look! It's Sildra! Sildra! And she's gonna rescue us. She's gonna eat us. Sildra, you're alive! Oh, quick, get the princess! Whoop! And like Jonah and the whale, we're gonna end up in Sildra's belly, and she's gonna spit us up on the beach. So thanks, Sildra, you saved us! Woohoo! And she's gonna come over here and plop us down on the beach. So she didn't eat us, that's nice. Sildra! Aww. Sildra, you used the last of your strength to save us. Oh no. What are you saying, Sildra? You can't die, I won't let you. Oh no. She retreats back into the sea. No, Ferris, you can't go after her. Sildra, thank you. Oh, she's like a Disney princess. She can speak with animals. Sildra. And now we wind up, we're gonna wind up on the shore outside the where the tower used to be. And just go over our little jobs here, the new jobs that we unlocked. I mentioned the Time Mage. That's the one that we are going to get. It uses manipulation magic. You can use like spells to speed up the party, slow the enemies down. This class, the Berserker, you can't control that class. All it does is it straight up attacks. So it's a really strong class, like pure attacking, and it wields axes, which ignore like 3/4 of the enemy's defense. So they're a power class, but you can't control them. The Red Mage, they can cast low-level white and black magic spells. The Summoner there summons creatures to fight for you, like espers like that Shiva. But we're going to make the Time Mage here. And we're going to give the Time Mage the black ability, which allows it to cast black magic spells up to level 4, because we unlocked the black level 4 ability just at the end of that last battle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn... I have to keep one black mage in my party based on the rules of the 4-job Fiesta. But I'm going to turn everybody else into black mages other than Lena. So this will allow, you know, the other 3 to start developing their skills as time mages. And then eventually I'll turn one of them into a black mage. And then allow Lena to work as a time mage to build up those skills. So that's the plan, minions, and I hope you plan to come back and meet me in our next episode. Bye!